glad you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Come ride with me.
You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out of tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it, don't give up. Where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No, living like 5.
Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Oh.
Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Duck Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want. Long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Whoa! What a finish!
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Mudiay into the front court. Down 2. To Hardaway. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Emmanuel Mudiay at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
The possession lies with New York. Sizing up the defense. Mudiay to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the 24. Can't connect from in close. James to Josh Hart. Rises for the slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Los Angeles, they have it. Here's James for two. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Baseline drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Moutier. Nothing going here on that drive. Moutier. Jumper's good.
He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Lonzo Ball with the rock. LeBron James, 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Lakers have the lead. One quarter down. Jay is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Nothing going here on that drive. Moutier to Hardaway. Won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To James. Kuzma. Ball to the basket, but a shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That boy's living his best life.
LeBron James with the rock. To Ball. Screen coming. Ball. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
But, Ed, you have to give Coach Fizdale, Scott Perry, and Steve Mills, and everybody in the New York Knicks organization a lot of credit for drafting this young man. He just turned 19 and hasn't even begun to scratch the surface of how talented he is. Shoots the ball very similar to Allen Houston. That's the cap. That's the highest level, but also possesses the ability to put the ball down on the ground and finish over the top of the trees. There's no doubt about it. Between him and the Knicks are well on their way.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Moutier. Has a chance. Volley shot won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Hardaway to Kevin Knox. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
James to Ball. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. That's a 24-second violation.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
LeBron James, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul.
Has a look.
2 minutes.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Knicks didn't hold back in that opening half. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Lakers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Points in the paint. Player of the half.
Robinson is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that? Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Mudiay with it up top, up by 6. Screen coming. Mudiay. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Josh Hart. Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Mudiay. And the Lakers with the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. The deficit is 6. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Mudiay into the front court. Leads 4. New York with 4 to shoot. Mudiay to Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Ball to James. Cashes in for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Mudiay with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Emmanuel Mudiay trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. LBJ with it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Ball with the basketball. His guys down 3. Couldn't keep it in. Off Lonzo Ball. Moutier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Short jumper off the mark. Straight on three. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Ball. And stuffs it home.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Possession lies with New York. Moutier to Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. The front court. Down 3. James to Kyle Kuzma. James buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
And scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
LeBron into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Josh Hart. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. New York in control of the basketball. Moutier to Hardaway. Surveys the floor. Probing the defense. Hardaway to Moutier. Ball goes to the left side. To Ball. To James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Ball. That's rebounded by the Knicks. Knicks with 4 to shoot to Kevin Knox. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Hart to Ball. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Moutier with it up top. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Got it. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3?
So you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
This for the tie. It's good at the buzzer. The defense couldn't contain them, and we're going to overtime. That does it for the quarter. This game is all tied up. And the extra period begins. A drive-by ball, but he can't finish.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Count it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. To James. Here comes the screen. James to Ball. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Goes to the right side. Hart. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
James into the front court. Trailing by 4 to Kyle Kuzma. James to Josh Hart. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Moutier into the front court. Lead is 2. Moutier to the basket, but it's no good. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Terrific vision. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Shot clock winding down. Shot clock violation. That's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Hardaway to Moutier. Here comes the screen. Moutier. The pass set it all up.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout, and this is where the coaches earn their cash. Let's see what they designed down by 2 here in the final minute of play. Fizz wants some new guys out there. Here comes a substitution. James. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Hardaway. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime. It's James. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
is Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks were successful in overtime, earning a solid win. It was impressive to watch them battle fatigue on their way to a positive result. In the end, their perseverance was rewarded in a grueling game. The Lakers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Emmanuel Mudiay gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.